My name is Sam Hunter, and I wrote Pocatello. So, this play is about 10 people, and there's 10 very distinct people in this play, but at the center of it really is this one guy who is the manager at this restaurant. From the beginning, we see him just desperately trying to do good amid not only a restaurant that is sort of collapsing around him, but also a community, a town, and a family. He's doing his best to make this experience, which is so fundamentally artificial, he's struggling to make it as authentic as possible. And it proves to be so desperately difficult. I started writing it just as almost like a writing exercise for myself. Let me try writing not only a scene that has a lot of people in it, but let's see what happens when they're all talking at the same time. So I was just thinking back, to my own experiences and the sort of public places from my childhood, and a certain Italian food franchise kind of looms large in my memory. We went to visit my family down in Boise, where my mom's side of the family is from. There was an Olive Garden there. I loved it. I just absolutely loved it. When I was a kid, I loved the food. I loved the sort of the fake Italianness of it was just a lot of fun. I mean, I loved it when I was a kid, as I loved Disneyland. I just remember seeing a lot of family there. Was sort of oddly successful in this mission statement of when you're here, your family. That it actually kind of worked for us in this really cool way. So I really wanted to write a play about a chain restaurant that wasn't ironic. You know what I mean? That wasn't sort of a snarky, judgmental, finger-waggy play about a restaurant, and really write a play about a guy who is trying to make this restaurant into something that is really real. I spent the first 18 years of my life in Idaho, and then ever since then, I've pretty much, other than 3 years in grad school, I've spent my entire adult life in New York City. And so I have like a deep love and affection for both small-town Idaho and New York City. And because I've spent so much time in both places, I've really noted that there's like this for some people, there's a lot of misconceptions on either side. For somebody in a small town, sometimes it's like, I don't even understand how you could live in New York City. It's just, it's totally unmanageable. It's impossible. It's so expensive. And then conversely, there's people in New York that say, well, I don't understand how you could live in a flyover state. And what do you do in Idaho? How does one live? Hopefully a play like this, which is not, again, it's not like, this play is not ironic, it's not dealing with these characters at a distance, it's really trying to invite, an audience in New York into the lives of these characters in a meaningful way. Eddie has a line in the play when he says, when I drive around Pocatello now, I get lost so easily, like I've never been here before. It's about a man who's like losing his home. And I think that that's something that's happening across the country, whether it be, in a small town in Idaho or here in New York City. A lot of people feel they are losing the identity of their home.